made it to where we went scouting a couple days ago. We got in here about 3:30. Unfortunately, some guys that beat us, they got here first. They were already waiting. We talked to them. Instead of getting in competition with them, we just talked to them, seen what their plan was. They said they were going to the place we wanted to go. We couldn't beat them if we wanted to with the rigs we're running. We don't want to play that game. We're just going to go the other option we had in here. There was 2 options to hunt side by side, and we're going to just take the other one. It'd be better for everybody. So we had to leave the hotel this morning. We had to wake up this morning at 2. We left the hotel at 2:30. We still made it here a little late, long drive, but hopefully we can get in here and do what we plan to do. We're headed out.
Well, it is good you got aluminum prop. Wrong way, cuz.
You need to go that way, Rick.
The route's over there. Oh, a little more that way now.
Our best chance is to kind of get these coys up in the thick stuff and make them come in here and take a look.
Hopefully they'll come take a look at us then.
We may have to move around and adjust here in a little bit, but I think as long as we're up in this right here, we're plenty hid. All right, we made it in. had some interactions with some jumping carp on the way in. Thought we were gonna get knocked out of the boat, but we made it. We're in this gator infested gar hole. Hopefully we pull a few in here. Like I said earlier, it's not really where we were hoping to go, but it was our plan B, and it had plenty of ducks on it. There's a lot of wood ducks roosted on the north end of it. It's pretty deep in here behind me, so we got the boat ready to go. Dogless today as usual. It's about 4 or 5 minutes till shooting time. We're about to get ready, get loaded, and pour the steel to them.
That's good. I like this. I like the gator infested.
Keep your heads down.
Here they come.
I thought they were going to come over as they started cutting out.
What happened to y'all there?
Been wet several times before.
How bad did you get?
Oh, it's bad.
I heard you flopping.
I couldn't get up once I went down. Good. It got in my way there, yeah.
can't see them. I really need to be on those. Decoys out in the middle.
As you can see, Rick and Brother Jake, they're gonna move the decoys out in the middle of this little oxbow we're hunting. We've had a bunch of ducks working us, but couldn't quite get them to come in here where we are. We're kind of on the edge of this lake, trying to pull them kind of in here on us, and we ain't having much luck. But we're moving our coys out in the middle, and we're just gonna have to shoot them kind of far, a little farther than we'd like, but we should still kill some.
I come up with that. My spread. Come on, dude. You're asking so much.
We got to, man. You want to kill them or you want to watch them circle all night?
I'm not kidding.
They come. That was so pathetic, I didn't even want to show it. Man, we struggle with these ducks all morning long trying to get them to commit. They would circle and circle and circle. They were reacting to the call real well. Every time, you could see it, every time I'd hit them, they'd break their necks trying to get off in there. But as soon as they would get over the hole, they were just gadwalls being gadwalls. We moved the decoys around 2 or 3 times trying to get them to come in better. And we kept moving the decoys further and further out in the hole to get them to see the spread a little better. The last time we moved them, the ducks finally came in. They finally committed. We lit half the group, and it was exactly what we were trying to accomplish. The problem is we lit them just a little bit too far, and that happens sometimes when you're hunting a new place. We had never hunted this place before, and sometimes it just takes experience to understand how the duck's going to act to this particular wind in this particular hole. Like I said, if you've never hunted a hole before, you don't know what they're going to do, and we didn't. We spent some time out there scouting, but we didn't want to run the ducks up. It doesn't matter how much you scout something, you're really not going to know everything you need to know about it until you actually go out there and spend some time hunting it. At least that's our experience and our opinion anyway. But now we've hunted it twice, and we have a lot better understanding of what we need to do there. I don't know if you could really tell how far those ducks were on camera, but they were on the far side of the hole. I wish we could have got them in there a little tighter. Really, I mean, it was an iffy shot, but we made that shot 100 times. Of course, you know, if you know you're going to cripple one, if you had 20/20, you would go back and not make that shot. But I've also graveyarded them a lot of times that far. And I thought we were going to get it. Had the boat cranked up like it should have, and we got it out in time, I think we would have got that duck. But the other side was just a jungle. It was an absolute disaster. I hate when that happens. It's one of the worst things in duck hunting when you can't get a duck you shot. It just is sickening, but it's part of it, and it's gonna happen if you do it enough. You're gonna lose ducks from time to time. The key is to lose as little as possible. That's the best thing you hope for. You're not going to be perfect. None of us are going to be perfect, but just do your best to be responsible and to try to give it all you got to get on a duck. And that's what we do. If you watch our other videos, you see us running after these cripples when we're on land. The thing when you got to fight with a boat though, sometimes it's way harder, in my opinion, to chase down a cripple and thick stuff in a boat. I hate it. Getting the boat through the thick stuff, and we just could not catch up to that duck. We couldn't find him. He got away from us. We always try to give it our all, but no matter how hard you try or what you do, even if you got a dog, you're going to lose them sometime. And this just happened to be how our opening day started. We learned a lot, and that's what some days turn out to be. They're not going to all be kill days. Sometimes they're learning days, and that's what this was for us. We learned a lot about this new piece of public ground we never hunted, and we learned a lot about this particular hole. Another thing I'd like to really point out in this one is the guys at the beginning. There was a group of guys there that had beat us there, and we pulled up late, but they had not launched yet, or they had launched, but they were not ready to pull off. They were waiting on a buddy, and they were going to the hole we wanted to go to, but there was 2 lakes at this thing, one to the north, one to the south. We were planning on going to the north one. That's where they wanted to go. We probably could have beat them because they were waiting on their buddy, but we just had a nice conversation with them. Hey, where are y'all going? And they wanted us to even hunt the same place with them, but we thought it was too small. We'd just be messing each other up, so we just went to the other one. We found plenty of ducks on it, but it don't have to be a competition, man. You don't have to be out there just for yourself. You can work together with people, and everybody can benefit from it. So we decided we told them, you know, if we're shooting, y'all come join us or whatever. And I think public land hunting just goes a lot better when you have that mindset, which when we were younger, we didn't. We were out there to beat people, but as you get older, you start learning, hey, this thing just works out a lot better when you're nice and when you try to cooperate and work together versus compete. But hey, thank you for watching Chasing Green. Thank you for checking out this episode. Hopefully we get on some more ducks. Hopefully you learn something from this channel. Hey, we love each and every single one of you, and we'll catch you next time, Lord willing, right here on Chasing Green. Catch y'all later.